So welcome back here to unser Sportspark for second round action of the Denise Denmark Open 2019. Here's what happened so far today. And we're turning our attention to women's singles, where the world champion PUSARLA Sindhu of India is taking on one of the most promising young players of women's single, An Se-young of Korea. Here is a look at the draw. We can see that Carolina Marin came through to the quarterfinals in two close games against Chung An-i. Also, the former world champion Nozomi Okuhara has gained access to the quarterfinals. Here as the court officials are waiting for the players to take the court. And here she is, the world champion, PUSARLA Sindhu, the 24-year-old who finally got her big title earlier this year in Basel. Here is her opponent, the only 17-year-old Korean An Se-young, who's also made her breakthrough this year, at least in terms of Super 100 and Super 300 level, where she's recorded 3 victories. Now, this is, of course, different level here, as this is a Super 750 tournament. But I'm looking very much forward to see this exciting young player in action, and she will definitely have a chance to measure herself against the best in the world right now, PV Sindhu.
Red or black?
Played before, as you can see on the graphics.
Your choice. This court, serve, receive,
So,
receive.
An Se-young choosing to start on the near side of the court. The drift in the stadium is a sideways drift, right to left, and also a drift alongside the court, going from An Se-young towards PV Sindhu. So, and playing with the drift in the first game here. Here is the profile of PV Sindhu from Hyderabad in Telangana in India. Currently ranked 6th in the world on the world ranking, of course, on the race to Tokyo list. She's also 6th. She's 14th on the race to Guangzhou, and she got a good win against a tough opponent in the first round, Gregoria Mariska Tunjung from Indonesia. 2 close games. And here is An Se-young, the 17-year-old from Gwangju, the home of the Korean Super 300 tournament. She's enjoying her, so far, highest ranking in the world as number 19. And on the race to Tokyo for the Olympic qualification, she's placed as high as number 7 at the moment. The first round was relatively easy win against Chen Xiaoxing of China. Straight game victory. And she's won a Super 300 tournament this year. An Se-young, that was the New Zealand Open.
Ready to play?
In the early summer. Also victories in at the Super 100 level. Here's Åsa Sahlberg, our Swedish umpire. As I mentioned, Han Se-young winning Akita Masters and Canada Open. Here is we saw a service judge, Garlas from New Zealand. Sindhu's overall best result in her career, and of course also in this year, is of course the World Championship gold that she won in Basel after that magnificent display against Nozomi Okuhara in the final. Prior to that, her best result this year was a runner-up in Indonesia's Super 1000.
And on my left, Han Se-young, Korea. Han Se-young to serve, level, play.
So ready to get the match underway. Han Se-young with the serve. Yeah, well left.
1 love.
And of course, you would have the world champion as a favorite in this match here. She's the 5th seed in this tournament, and definitely also have her as the favorite to win the tournament, to win this match. But one of the things that is interesting is that it's very fast conditions here in Odense, and that could help Han Se-young a little bit. That it's not going to be such a physical game as it would have been in slower conditions, and might give the Korean a slightly better chance. Couple of mistakes from the world champion here, trying to play back at the net from a little bit below the tape. Of course, needs to get the right touch on those shots, and have to remember that she plays a little bit up against the drift. Good shot. That's a good run in this one. That's well played. Well played. Good placement, or perhaps lucky placement. I don't know, but it placed a little bit outside Sindhu's body, so it wasn't just a stretch. It was a half stretch and difficult to control. A very good start for Han Se-young. I can tell you, even though you're the world champion and much higher ranked, there's concerns about playing a youngster, an upcomer, a 17-year-old. Definitely don't want to fall behind in the head-to-head against a youngster. Oi. That was a wind mistake. 7-2. Sideways drift, causing problems for PV Sindhu here, as Coach Gobichan had a little bit of a worried look on his face. Got out of trouble there. Sindhu.
7.
Yeah, good pressure
Server.
on the backhand side, basically on the left shoulder of Sindhu. Difficult to get the racket up quick enough.
Server.
Oh, well played.
5. 8.
Sindhu here, who hasn't really followed up on the World Championship title, lost the second round of China Open to Pompavi Chochuang after defeating Li Shuirui in the first round. Li Shuirui, who the former Olympic champion, who today announced her retirement from badminton, and then the week after in Korea Open lost to Ben Jung of the United States. Not a big surprise though. I mean, finally winning the World Championship. You want to take a little time off for celebration.
7. 8.
I think she tried to play the sideways drift there. Sindhu hoped that it was enough to
7.
take it in. Started it a little bit outside the line. Not this time. It's gone long. So there's a drift alongside the court.
10.
Definitely a drift, but it doesn't mean that Sindhu can sort of just push as much as she wants towards the back line of An Se-young. That's not the case at all. The shuttles are quite fast here in Odense. Excellent interception by An Se-young, and the 17-year-old takes a 4-point lead going into the mid-game interval here in the first game. 11-7.
Ready. Up, straight cross, V-line and cross. And little hard from the left. Come on, relax, Sindhu. No problem. I said, sometimes short net is problem. Okay, now you can. Okay, you do it. No. Block to it. No problem. Now only Sindhu, you miss. She's no good yet.
20
Relax.
seconds.
Now it's 11-7 now. Come on, come down.
냈다 앞을 네가 낮게 잡으면
So, An Se-young, Korean head coach, giving some advice to An Se-young. And the interesting thing was that on the other side of the court was another Korean coach. That's, of course, Park Tae-sang, who now is assisting Gopi Chan with the women's singles, as Kim Ji-hyun unfortunately had to resign shortly after Sindhu won the World Championships due to illness in the family. So, would expect that Park Tae-sang had a lot of knowledge of An Se-young, who actually joined the Korean national team in December 2017. The first ever middle school student who qualified through tryout competition for the Korean national team, and that sort of tells us a little bit of the size of the talent, the magnitude of the talent that she has, this young girl, because no Korean has ever qualified through tryouts, not even Lee Young-dae. He was a coach's selection at that time when he was entered into the national team. And so far, she's been in the driver's seat here.
14.
And Se-Jung
7.
controlling the drift brilliantly and attacking, using it to her advantage. That's a good service return.
Over. 8. 14.
There's a challenge. She was looking at it for a long time. I think she might be right that it actually ended up long. Here comes the Hawkeye decision. She was right.
Correction. Out. Service over. 15. 8.
I don't know if you can dream of a much better start when you're playing the world champion. First game 15-8 up.
Service over.
Touch the net court. Shot from
9.
Sindhu.
15.
Also her coaches in the mid-game interval trying to get her to relax a little bit, but I think that's easier said than done. Now another challenge from An Se-Jung. I think she will lose this one.
Ball out.
If she's right, it's only going to be a tiny little bit of the shuttle touching the line. Just going to the corner to get some information from Coach Anji Chang. There it is. It was clearly out.
Unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 10-15. Play.
Very nice pushes from the front court by An Se-Jung.
Service over.
Exemplified here. Short
16,
racket movements, excellent technical skills on the front court. We've gone long, wide, I think. She ended up winning the point anyway. PV Sindhu.
11-16.
So, can she come back in this first game here? 7-point gap down to 5. Is An Se-Jung cool enough to
Service over.
capitalize on the
17,
great start she had to this
11.
first game? Excellent anticipation.
18-11.
Read very early that the forehand return from PV Sindhu was going to go to the right-hand side of her court. That's going in. Yeah. And by quite a lot. So
12-18.
even though I thought it looked like it started out, I'm not sure that was the case. It was too much. It's not that much sideways drift.
13-18.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's also where the stadium conditions helps her a little bit.
19, 13.
Not only the stadium conditions, but also the speed of the shuttles that shuttles are to the faster side. Excellent play. Very nice control on that defense from PB Sindhu. We saw the high lift there.
19.
That's something that we've seen for a while, so maybe height is one of the solutions. What a fantastic deception on that
20,
short
game
service
point,
return there.
14.
Brilliantly executed, and now 6 game points for An Se-young. And only needed the one. So the 17-year-old Korean takes the first game against world champion PB Sindhu.
14.
And very well deserved. She's played better here in this first game. Here's confirmation of the score, 21-14 in just 15 minutes of play.
Very fast. Yes, I know. We know. Yeah.
బ్లాక్ సొప్పని వెళ్తాం అది బ్లాక్ చేసి రెడీ ర్యాకెట్ రెడీ అని పక్కన రెండు వేస్తే ఆడుతూ దాచుకుంటూ వచ్చేస్తాను ఓకే అమ్మాయి మీద బాక్స్ మిస్టేక్
Sindhu and we know. I'm saying today he like special course what? Right, left, and straight smash, right? We ready. After net, Sindhu now control is difficult, so too high. And next what? Ready? No slowly, no short, just block is okay. Now start. Come on.
대신 이거 위에서 빨리 잡잖아. 지금 계속 그지? 그리고 한 번씩 위에서 잡았어도 스매싱 타임 안 주고 공을 올리면 이거 충분히
Bit more
할 수
concern in
있으니까 그렇게 올릴 때
the Indian
너무 안
camp here, I
올리면
think.
너무 낮게만 가. 그러면 없단
The way
말이야.
I
그래서 높게
interpreted it was that Pakistan wanted
왜?
Sindhu to
앞에서
just
각이
lift
없기
high
때문에
and
뒤에서 때리기 때문에
block the defense and
그러면 또
Level.
조금 띠켜야 돼. 이제 넬리가
Try to
실수가
sort of
계속 많았잖아. 이제 실수가 줄어들
wear
거야.
out
그러면 네가 그렇게
An Se-young that way. I wonder if that's a possible way to go. She's playing a little bit with the drift now, so I think she needs to try and be attacking a little bit more. That's the way to do it. One of the things that could help her is that An Se-young perhaps thinks that she can play a little bit more patient and play the backcourt lift a little bit more. I don't think she can, because then Sindhu will simply attack her. I think it's going to be a battle for the front court. It should be a battle on the front court to get the initiative. Slower playing conditions than these here in Odense. Sindhu would, of course, have the huge advantage in terms of reach and physicality. It's gone wide.
Love.
But here, An Se-young can definitely use her technical skills.
Service over. 1, 2.
Excellent smash. One of the things that I notice when I feel that there's a lot of promise from this Korean youngster is the ease that she plays with. It seems like it's so natural that it's without effort. I can tell you it's not without effort, but it looks that way. And it's a trademark of a true master. Is not that I'm saying she's a true master, but I think she could eventually become one. She's really struggled with those shots, PV Sindhu. The shots from below the tape that she wants to play back at the net. It's not really a shot that wins her any points, so there should be a lot fewer mistakes than the 3 or 4 that we've seen today. That's well played though, and get some sound on the world champion, trying to inject some belief in herself. Overdid it. That's 2 attacks that have ended up in errors for An Se-young, and thinking back of what Park Tae-sang, to my interpretation, was encouraging Sindhu to do, was to sort of let An Se-young come to her, play the retrieving game. Oi. Yeah, that's well played. Immediately goes on the attack when the lift from An Se-young is a little bit too short.
6, 4.
It's going wide. Caught by the sideways drift. And a good comeback by the world champion here in the second game. Well left. It's gone long.
8, 4.
Great touch. It's gone long.
Service over. 5, 8.
A backhand there from that one. Instinctively, perhaps not instinctively, but due to hours and hours of practice, knows exactly what kind of pace it should be given. Good deception. Yeah. Playing with the drift, Sindhu.
6.
A little wink with the left hand. Showing herself in the coaches, yeah, yes. Drift alongside the course, the court. That's a good lift. Another mistake from the forehand, trying to play back at the net. Going for some very important rallies, the next 2 or 3 ones here. Sindhu, of course, looking to hang on to the advantage she's gotten here in the second game. Again, great touch by An Se-young. Wow. As well. Challenge from Sindhu. I think just as much to get a break. If she's wrong, then An Se-young would have won 5 consecutive points. Yeah, it was nowhere close to the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 9-8. Play.
It's gone long. Oh, unsighted by the umpire.
Unsighted.
And that means the umpire will ask for Hawkeye to call it. No, one of the players is challenging. It's an umpire's call. I think it looked long. Yeah, we're in a very good position here
Service
behind the
over.
court.
9-all. Play.
Wide. Good reactions from Sindhu there. That's a quick reaction that wins out of the rally. Comes so quickly back that An Se-young sort of forgets that she's playing against the drift, or rather with the sideways drift. This one is long, and it's the world champion PV Sindhu with a 2-point lead here at the mid-game interval. An Se-young 1 game up.
집중해야지. 그게? 어? 그렇게 살려주면 안 돼. 네가 실수를 하면 제가 살아난단 말이야. 근데 다운되고 왜 방금 경기 잘하다가 지금 장면수를 어? 할 필요 없어. 그 스피드에서 그냥 직선 쳐주고 지금 수비만 해도 되잖아. 안 맞춰주면 된단 말이야. 제가 실수가 많은데 왜 네가 실수를 해서 지금 몇 개 경기 흐름이 확 넘어가잖아. 절대 지금 빌미를 주면 안 돼. 알았지?
20
어?
seconds.
잘 차근히 풀어야 돼. 차근히.
An Se-young is a very difficult control. Too many outside. But you use slowly net. She also one more net. She's skinning the good.
20 seconds.
Good. So after drive.
20 seconds.
Yeah, like you said, Park Tae-sung. Too many out, very difficult to control. It's on both sides of the courts. Also something about being ready for the drives, the flat game.
Please welcome the technical
11,
officials
9.
to court 2.
Play.
Sindhu, who was a runner-up here in Odense in 2015, lost to the now retired Lee Shurui in the final.
The umpire is Henrik Boss, Denmark. And the service judge is Olof Midway, Botswana.
That's a great rally from An Se-young. From the beginning of the rally, just trying to stay in control, having a little advantage, but not giving anything away, not taking any chances, just waiting for the chance to occur there. Feeling perhaps that she's got the upper hand against Sindhu on the front court play.
Also from China, Jin Yu Wei.
Excellent, excellent moves by Sindhu there. Caught An Se-young by surprise. She thinks this is good enough. That's not good enough. Sindhu is getting behind it and can attack the body. Was the high lift that Park Se-sang was talking about. Now she can attack. Excellent play. Good follow-up by Sindhu. Good kill. That's too short. Good defense. Yeah.
It's over.
She's playing those flat pushes from her backhand side. An Se-young straight flat pushes down the forehand of PV Sindhu, and most of the time she's got exactly the right height and speed. Puts the world champion under pressure. Good rally. Oi, that's a big opportunity. Big opportunity missed there by PV Sindhu.
12-13.
Excellent. Well played cross net drop there.
14.
Taking it high. PV Sindhu leaving herself with a lot of opportunities, and An Se-young cannot anticipate in which corner the shot is coming. Crucial point in the match right now, one suspects.
13-14. Change.
Both players fighting for momentum here in this second game. Body attack. Oi! What a shot to play back at Sindhu, who was basically standing there. Takes a lot of courage to do that. Coming close to the line there, Sindhu. Excellent net shot. And PV Sindhu wins that long, long rally. Very encouraging for the world champion.
15,
That was the shot
13.
where she really challenged her opponent, An Se-young, but in the end, a little bit too late on that net shot from Sindhu. Always interesting to see how the players handle the next rally after one of those long, long, grueling rallies. Good shot, fantastic shot by An Se-young. Not a whole lot of power, but a very, very quick racket movement.
14, 15.
We haven't seen her attack Sindhu's backhand side that much in this second game, probably because of the sideways drift. Makes it a lot more risky to play that backhand side. It's gone long. Nope, stays in. So important
16, 14.
to get better and better control of the conditions, find the lines on both sides of the court. That's going to go wide.
Service over. 15, 16.
Oi. Again, this forehand service return creating
16,
problems for
ball.
PV Sindhu, simply too easy to read. There's no chance of playing the backhand side of An Se-young, at least not with any kind of pressure. What a good deception again there. And there's the attack to the backhand.
Change. 17, 16.
A little high, but still efficient, the cross net there. She looks confident at the moment, An Se-young, in her play. She's got to attack. She's got to play one of those downwards, Sindhu. She's hoping for a mistake. Oh, what a fantastic shot again. An Se-young playing patiently, but also asking for a towel
18,
down immediately.
16.
So, could this long rally combined with a number of other long rallies lately, could it be taking its toll on the 17-year-old?
16. Play.
Good service return. Oh, it's gone wide. Perhaps it's gone wide. Sindhu has challenged.
Called out.
Let's say biggest probability is that it's wide. It would only be a little part of the shuttle caught the line, if at all. No. Challenge unsuccessful.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining. 19-16. Play.
A great net shot there. Again from An Se-young, and the 17-year-old sensation from Korea now holds 4 match points against the reigning world champion. PV Sindhu in big problems. Overdone it.
Service over. 17-20.
Key is to play with exactly the same amount of risk as she has done throughout the match. An Se-young. And there it is. An Se-young of Korea. We knew she is a promising talent, but this is anyway a big surprise here in Denmark Open as she defeats the reigning world champion PV Sindhu. Technically superior An Se-young, and definitely also helped by the playing conditions here. Made it difficult for PV Sindhu to get her game going. But what a performance by the youngster. Here is confirmation of the score. 21-14, 21-17. An Se-young on to the quarterfinals here at the Denmark Open.